Had like 40 minutes to fish tops, and all I had was this little rod. Let's have fun. All right, I want to try these new jig heads. A little heavy, but let's try them. Sure, have smaller ones too. Let me try the smaller ones first. For this rod, they fit better. Ooh, that was good. All right. Demon, man. What's up, man? How's it going? How's your Saturday going? I have about 30, 40 minutes to fish. Today's my kid's birthday. He's in school right now. He does Saturday school. So I popped out. Oh, dude, you're totally fine, man. I'm appreciate you. Dude, you're fine. You don't have to be in my every live. I appreciate every life you show up. It's nice. I'm just trying this out, man. So I just bought these jig heads, and I actually really like them because they have this underspin, and they're really good drop. There's only one company that makes them, and they're really obscure. So if I were to make my own jig head, I'd do something like this. Um, so my son, I used to play chess as a kid. My son plays chess. My son and my little one. My little one today is playing chess. He does Saturday school, and he's playing chess probably right now. But my older one plays chess too. One time he had a really bad loss and he got really upset, and he never picked up chess again, which is kind of sad. He was a kid. He was like I think 9. I used to play chess too, but once I started losing and not winning, I stopped, which is not a good feature. But uh-oh, I literally just bit off the line. That's amazing. Yeah, so I do play chess, but I haven't played in a long time. I'd probably lose to a 3-year-old right now. But my 7-year-old, he's really good. What about you? You play chess? Well, tell you what, I didn't know the chess rating exists, so that's how bad we are. You know what we like to play? Uh, we like to play. We like to play. We like to play foosball. You know, I found a foosball table locally. I was just driving down my street, and somebody put out a really nice foosball table here in New Jersey, and I picked it up. Man, we play a lot of foosball. We're like college kids. It's a popular game to play for college kids. Hey, what's going on, DCP? Yeah, but I didn't know the rating. There's a rating for chess. We never took him to competitions. He goes to a Saturday school. It's like an enrichment school. My little one, they do math, they do reading. He speaks to like my little kid. He's a bilingual. So but that school is an Eastern European. All right, guys. So today we're gonna go with my one of my favorite setups. Um, just I'm gonna fish for like 30 minutes or before. What I'm gonna use is this little jig head, but it has an underspin on it. I really like this one, and we're gonna put a gulp minnow on it. Just gonna go through the head. Dima, I was gonna ask you, do you play professionally? Have you played in any leagues? 'Cause that's pretty cool. I used to take my older kid to an actual chess tutor during COVID. So this is how I rig it. There's something about this black and red eye that. So watch, I might actually catch a bass on this. So I'm just using a tiny rod today. This is my 4.5 footer. You can tell I just ran out because I'm wearing my white sneakers like an idiot fishing because I was dropping my kid off and I forgot to change my sneakers. But yeah, we're just gonna let it drop and slowly jig it. Hi, Bao. Yeah, so we DCP. So I was driving down my street in Bridgewater and I found somebody put out. People do that. Somebody put out a free. Oh, I'm getting bites. Somebody put out a free foosball table. So I didn't have a truck at that point. So you know what? I actually got. It was so close to my house that I grabbed my cart that I use for landscaping. Oh, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. And I dragged it home with my kid on a cart. And man, it's probably been the best thing that me and my kids got as far as like playing stuff at the house. We've been playing foosball almost every day. Haven't caught anything yet, just started fishing. So yeah, just in case you guys are joining the stream, we're just doing some ultralight fishing. If you're looking for those big old fish, we're not going to catch one, but we might catch a bass. I'm just using a small jig on a very light rig with a 4-pound line and a 1,000 series reel. And this is actually a beautiful rod made by Ugly Stick Light Pro. It's 4.5 feet long. I just headed in my car. I was driving past my favorite place to fish, and I just grabbed it. So what we're gonna do now is, instead of letting it drop to the bottom, I'm actually gonna slow reel it and jig it before the weed line. So slow reel, let it drop, give it a twitch, 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 almost like fluke fishing. You wanna give it a twitch before the weed line. All right, let's try it again. I hear blue jays. When did you start playing chess, Demon? I gotta check. I never knew there were like, I assumed there were like standings, right? But I never knew there were actually ratings for chess playing. But like I said, we just play for fun sometimes. But yeah, my kid had a terrible experience playing chess with somebody who was better than him, and he kind of never played again. Really, he had a tight game and he lost it. And he was like 8 years old, I think, and man, that was not a good thing for him. Kind of surprised we're not getting bites. Watch me catch a bass and he'll rip me off. For some reason, bass really like the jigs on a drop. So I caught a lot. I actually caught on the same setup. I easily caught a 2.5 pounder the other year. He just kind of dropped in a weed line and he ate it. But yeah, just because it looks small doesn't mean it doesn't catch big fish. If you guys want to hear something funny, so I opened up a TikTok account and just for fun, I'm not really big on social media, but I got 150 followers so far, and somehow TikTok now lets me go live. I haven't tried the live feature yet, but I thought you had to have 1,000 followers to go live. So you're gonna jig it off the bottom now. Wow, it's amazing. This lake has just been dead. It's really good fishing in the morning and in the evening, but during the day it just dies off. Just gonna keep casting. Well, if you start playing, hold on. Oh, that's a fish. Hold on, that's definitely a fish. I think that's a fish. I don't think that's seaweed. Oh yeah, that's a bass. I told you we were gonna get a bass on the drop. Oh man, that was a good fish. That was a good fish. It came off though. It was right on the drop. It wasn't huge. It was like a pounder, but unfortunately it came off. I saw it. I saw it in the water. All right. Yeah, but man, there's never too late to start. One of my family members who teaches piano, she has people that try to learn piano in their 70s. Can you imagine that? Somebody who wants to learn piano in their 70s. So respect to them, because it's definitely not easy to learn things when you're 70. So if you start playing piano, or if you start anything, chess, and you feel like take your time. You never know. You might really enjoy it. I'm asking for trouble here because if I get a fish, okay, good. The only thing I don't want to do today is I don't want to go into the weeds because I don't have my trusty old Costco sneakers on. I have nice sneakers on. How you doing, Luffy shorts? All right, let's test it out again. All right, we're gonna go slow. We're gonna let it drop to the bottom. Then we're gonna reel. So yeah, we're just doing like ultralight fishing, nothing serious. But I think we're gonna get a fish. Just give me some time. That underspin really, I can see it in the water. It really pops. Obviously, it's all weedy here, but this underspin on this jig head is really something. Like, I love using jig heads. I went through all of them and I forgot to reorder them. But this underspin, like that little fin, really makes it pop in the water. And the company's so obscure. Like, it took me a while to find them. Some random Chinese company. I really wish I had my bigger rod with me today, but here we go. Yeah, thanks for joining the stream, guys. DCP kayak fishing. If you're still in the chat, are you planning to go out kayak fishing this weekend? It's gonna be a nice weekend. We're still gonna have a couple of these. Oh, look at this cattail. Somebody was here. I think we have like a muskrat population that exploded in this lake because all the cattails, they use cattails to build their nests. And all the cattails where I fish are all gone, which is not a bad thing, but still, it's funny. Oh, wow, that was terrible. Pretty tight spot, but that was my fault. Yeah, oh, nice. 1/9 ounce jig head with a tube. Yeah, you must have went during a good fishing time. So I like to use tubes also. I don't use 1/8 of an ounce. That's a little heavy for me, but I use like I'll use them 1/16. I think this one is 1/32. But yeah, oh, hold on. Yeah, crappie is starting to bite it again. You probably walked in on like a school of crappies and you just kept pulling them out, right? Crappie love biting tubes. This place can be really, if it's on fire, you can catch 30 crappie in it easily off the bank like this. But that's good, man. Congratulations. That's a good fishing day. So I've been trying to basically, I know you slow reel like this for crappie, and sometimes you let it drop and you slow reel again, or you use a bobber. I've been trying to use that technique today, but it has not been working. You know what we can also do? You know what? Let's cast a little further. Let me use a bobber. Like, it's a really short rod, but it's the only rod I had, so let's cast one more time, and I'll use a weighted bobber. I'll show you how to fish a weighted bobber, if you guys don't know. Like I said, it's a tiny rod. I usually use this rod for my kayaks and for trout fishing. Yeah, it's good though. 2 bass. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome, Aka. How you doing, Michelle Lavino? All right, so one more time I'm gonna try. Oh wait, I have a fish on. No, I didn't. Felt like a fish. So fish today are biting on a drop, which means I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many fish I'll get on the way to bobber setup, but we can try. Hold on, let me try one more cast before I use a weighted bobber. I'm just using a gulp minnow. It's a 2.5-inch black shad. I really like these jig heads. I don't know if you guys. I know I'm repeating myself, but has that eye. And this lake, black and red tends to be a good color. All right, one more cast, and I'll switch to a weighted bobber. Maybe we'll get a crappie. You never know. The air temperature really dropped last night. Okay, yeah, that was a bite. Probably small bluegill then. Hold on, maybe one more cast with this before I switch to a weighted bobber. It's making me think. Yeah, but yeah, guys, I know I'm not fishing for big fish today. We're just, it's one of those days when you run out of the house with whatever you have. I didn't have time to change my shoes. Sometimes I'll let it drop to the bottom of the minnow and just twitch it. It's almost like fluke fishing. Okay, that's a fish. That's a see, that's a baby bass. See, just twitching it off the bottom. There you go. Okay, pretty little bass. So this lake is filled with these guys, and they really like to bite on the twitch or on the drop. See, just a baby largemouth. We hooked him right in the lip. He's gonna go home unharmed. Pretty little fish. Nice colors, healthy. All right, we're gonna throw them back. So yeah, I like catching bass like that. I don't mind. It doesn't have to be a big fish every time. Hold on. Of course, I got stuck. There's a really thorny bush here. God damn it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's catch a bigger one. Let's try it. Let me read. You kind of knocked off my minnow off the. So let's redo the minnow. Once again, we're gonna go through the head and go here, push it onto the hook. There you go. And this underspin really pops when you jig it off the bottom. All right, let's try it again. So with that jig head, my ratio of catching bass increases a lot compared to just a regular hook jig head, because they like something about that little underspin. And you can really see it just reflecting the sun as it's coming up in the water. Really, really important. Hopefully it's not going to be a big bass because I only have a 4-pound line. But we can horse him in. All right. One more cast. I know I've been saying I was going to put a weighted bobber on. Let me do one more cast and we'll switch. Can I show how to gut a fish, Habibi? Well, not today, but if you're really interested. Yeah, I did see his video when he caught a pike. He was like late night fishing. I did see that video. I think I commented on it. He was fishing a pretty shallow area. I did see it. It was pretty cool. Maybe he'll show me how to catch a pike. I haven't caught a pike in my life. Well, I did when I was a little kid. All right, jig, 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 jig. Let it drop. You know what? Before I put a weighted bobber on, let's change the location. There's a better location to use a weighted bobber. Yeah, DCP did good, man. He went out and I like his kayak a lot. If I find a good deal during, like, usually if you want to get a crazy deal in the United States on a foldable kayak, you go to Facebook Marketplace, and sometimes people will almost give them away for free. Because I already have kayaks, so I can't just tell my wife, like, hey, let me get another kayak for 500 bucks. But if I go on Facebook Marketplace and it's like 50 to 100 bucks, I can grab it. That's usually how I get all my fishing stuff. I specifically don't go on Facebook Marketplace when because I know if I go, I'll end up buying something. But if I really need something or I have a want, I'll go on Facebook Marketplace. And in Jersey, you'll find something within a day. There's always people moving. There's always people. Hey, Johnny Pierre. Ah, that's good. Well, I don't speak German, but I know you German. All I gotta say is, I wish I could read what you wrote. I don't have a translator on me right now, but I hope Alice is good. Or are you Austrian? My bad. I don't wanna. I was in Munich in 2019. You know what? Let's change the location. I think we can get a fish. So I definitely had one fish on that came off. That might have actually been a crappie. It's interesting. Let's change the location real quick. It's gonna take me like 30 seconds to walk there. Stay with me, guys. Let me just grab my hoodie. It's gotten cold overnight. Usually I just wear it. I haven't been used to wearing hoodies yet, but it's getting colder in Jersey. All right, let's go. One second, guys. Have any of you live streamed on TikTok? I'm wondering if I can live stream on both TikTok and YouTube, but not right now. Maybe in the spring. I'm not sure what good it's gonna do anyway. I kind of like my old crowd from YouTube. I appreciate you guys. But I notice on TikTok, people that are local to you find you faster. I posted a video about these fish nests that were on clearance in Walmart next to me. And some dude, same night, went in and he's like, thank you for letting me know. I just went in and bought a couple. So that was pretty crazy. Like, how you doing, Persian Free? Payan Fishing. Hi, Gerard. Yeah, I did notice that. Listen, I posted one video on TikTok, my kid. So it got 2,000 likes, but it got 1,500 shares, which I know people don't share videos that much because I see on YouTube sometimes my video will get, okay, I'll get like 10 shares. If it gets like 500 likes, maybe it'll get 20 shares, but it never gets 100 shares. So my TikTok video, I had 2,000 likes, 2,500 likes now, but it has 1,500 shares. So I know that's not right. Like, why would 1,500 people share my video about fishing nets, you know? So I know something's off. All right, really can't get my sneakers dirty. I've had these sneakers for years. All right, so we just casted it in. I'm just gonna jig it off the bottom and get into the weeds. Slow reel it, let it drop, jig, slow reel, jig, 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 jig. Maybe get a bass, jig, 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 jig. Nothing, huh? You're killing me, guys. I know there's a school of crappie usually that lives over there. Maybe I can try a way to. I always get crappie when I cast over there. So usually on this lake, like if you come at the right time and you just cast like that and slow reel it, you'll get a fish. But in the past 2 months, it hasn't been like that. All right, looks like this. Looks like it had an afro. Hold on. Let me. Over there, I caught a 3-pound bass on a tiny rod in the spring. Let's try that. Just a lot of seaweed over there. Ah, I thought that was a fish. Got excited. I dropped it right around the weeds. Hold on, let's jig it. Nah, all seaweed. Surprisingly. I don't know. That's the problem with fishing. Oh, shit. You see it? I just went underwater. Hibernation. Yeah, possible. Well, not hibernation yet, but it's just we haven't had water, so there's very little oxygen in the water. Hold on, guys, 1 second. I caught a big one. Hold on, I got a big one on the line. It's a Japanese rose bush. God damn. Yeah. Hold on. All right, here we go. No, not yet. It's amazing. Let me take my gulp minnow off. Still don't know which way it's twisted. I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow. This is my kid's birthday weekend. But the only reason I'm streaming now is... Sorry, guys. I just got stuck on the rose bush. The only reason I'm streaming now is because my wife's at the gym, my other kid's at the gym, and the little one is it's doing Saturday school. I'll try. How about that? I apologize for not catching much fish. Hold on. I don't want to break my line. Somehow I managed to twist it around the rose bush. Jeez. That's why sometimes having a boat is better. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the gulp minnow and rig him through the belly. Here we go. So when you gulp minnow, when you beat it up here on the back, when you rig it, you gotta start with rigging it from the back. You can also always rig him through his stomach. Here you go. All right, and this is just as good as rigging him from the back. So you get some life out of your gulp minnow. All right, we're back. We back. Probably fish for 20 more minutes. All right, so we're gonna let it drop again and just jig it a little bit. Surprised I haven't caught a bluegill yet. Usually they're around. Let it drop. Jig. No, picked up more seaweed. Demon, when you catch pike, do you use what do you use? Use wobblers, or how do you call them in Polish? Like I said, I've never been pike fishing. Never caught a pike or a pickerel. Well, like I said, I did catch one when I was a kid, but that's about it. Here, one more cast here, and I'll go down 30 feet. I'm gonna try to slow reel it on the surface. Maybe get a crappie. Nah, I'll let it drop in the water column. Hold on. Twitch. Nah. Can't imagine catching a big fish in the seaweed. It's gonna be tough. But if you don't have an ultralight reel, I recommend you get one. Ultralight reel and rod setup. What I like to do is, if you go fishing for bass and you have a bad day, especially if you have a kid with you, you get an ultralight reel. You can even throw worms on it, and you can have a lot of fun fishing for panfish. You know what? There's a spot I like. There's no way. There's no way that was a fish. Hold on. All right, something just jumped. Unless, no, I thought somebody threw something in the water, but that was a bass. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go to a different spot where the fish just jumped. Yep, we're going right there. Hold on. So the fish just jumped right there, and it was not a small fish. Let's try it out. Gotta be careful not to bust my ass here. Here we go. That was a decent sized bass. Hold on. All right. Who's ready? Who's ready for big one? Let's try it. I have the tiniest rod, but you never know. Just gonna let it drop to the bottom and just twitch it. Slow. Oh, that was. Hold on. No, that wasn't a fish. Hold on. I might have had a bite. Give me a sec. You like the place? Nice. You want to get. Oh, that's right. It was a chain picker. Well, you never know, DCP. Maybe this year or next year we might go out. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a good one. All right, we got one, boys. There he is. I love micro. I like fishing with small gear. So much fun. Okay, that's a good sized bluegill. Eat him or let him go. Let the Chad decide. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna let him go. But he's pretty little guy. Ow! Come on, buddy. Stop it. See? How are you doing? It's Saturday, man. You should be with your family. What are you doing here chasing fake lures? So yeah, just on a gulp minnow. Beautiful fish. So bluegills are actually native to the Mississippi River Basin and Great Lakes. But believe it or not, now they're spread all over the world. People catch them in Asia. People catch them in Eastern Europe nowadays too. Somebody introduced them to the Dnieper River in Ukraine, which is definitely going to devastate population of that river, because they're basically like raccoons. They just eat everything. The only oh, you want to hear a fun fact about bluegills? So when the settlers were settling the West, there used to be no bluegills in California and out west, and they used to actually bring bluegills with them and put them in local rivers and ponds, especially ponds, and actually grow them as a food source, because bluegills grow pretty fast and they're pretty good eating. So in the 1800s, people would bring them wherever they traveled. When they were populating the West during the gold rush, they would bring bluegills and just throw them in all the ponds and lakes, and they would dominate those lakes. Now let's do the old twitch. Do the little twitch. Yeah, you have the. I think it's like northern pike here. Okay, we got another one. All right, let's go. See, this is why I like ultralight. So much fun. All right, he has an afro now. He's in the weeds, but we get him out. Come on, come back here, buddy. It's okay. You're lucky. I only eat fish on Thursdays, and today is Saturday. Same size. Might be the same guy. I paid him. All right. So you see, all I do is I cast in, I twitch it off the bottom, and this is actually a good eating size. I mean, it's yeah. See, they're really. Don't worry, we're not talking about eating you. We're gonna let you go, bud. You're gonna be fine. All right, enjoy the weekend with the fam. Yeah, so good eating size. I like them a little bigger if I'm gonna keep them, but I haven't had bluegill and yeah, this one was getting beat up. Hold on, let me rig it again. Like I said, it's my kid's birthday weekend, so there's gonna be so much food that I definitely don't need to eat bluegills. Yeah, it's so to respond to you, Butter Swag, it's a I'll go over the real quick. It's a Daiwa Legalis LT1000S. It's a 2023 model. It's about $90. It's the most expensive freshwater reel I have, and it's still pretty reasonable. And this is an Ugly Stick Light Pro. It's an ultralight rod. You can get it at Walmart. At least I have it at Walmart in New Jersey for about, I think it's like $50. So for $150 with tax, if you have a kayak, let me tell you, you can come home with 40 fish and feed your whole family for a couple of days, and it's fun. Like, listen to the drag sound on Legalis. Just for that sound, listen. Just for that sound, you gotta buy it, right? That's actually why I bought it. I saw a guy using it in a YouTube video, and I was like, that sounds so good. And I'm not a kid, but I'm a 40-year-old kid, so I bought it. And man, it's been with me for a while now. I love it. All right, we're gonna do the old twitch. So let it drop to the bottom. We're gonna do the twitch. Slow reel it, raise it up a little bit, let it drop. Twitch. I twitching. Why you no bite? Come on. Got one. See, sometimes you gotta put the Russian accent on. All right, he's in the weeds now. This might be a crappie. No, it's a bluegill. He's coming in with a full-on afro. Look at this guy. I tell him twitch, he no bite. Okay. Any of you got vegan girlfriends? We can feed them right now. I got about 3 pounds of seaweed. Hold on. Oh my God. What is this? What does this look like? Oh God. This looks like New Jersey. Hold on, guys. I don't want to rip my line. I don't want to lose the fish, and I'm wearing my nice sneaks today. I'm trying to keep them clean. 1 second. We're going to get the fish in the boat. Hold on. Well, this is pretty embarrassing. The fish played a trick on me. That happened before in the stream, where the fish goes into the seaweed. I lose the fish, and then I think I'm dragging the fish in, and it's gone. So yeah, that was embarrassing. Feel free to laugh at me. He gone. Let's do it again. Let's catch that bastard. Hold on. Let me cast it in and let it drop, and I'll talk to the chat. I think I dragged out like 10 pounds of seaweed right now. Kim, change your place. You will tired every time. No, yeah, I'll change my spot up. Like I said, I just ran over to do some quick fishing. So let's do the old twitch. This place is pretty good though. We landed what? How many fish we caught on the stream today? 3 or 4? I think 3, and we had a 4th one that just played games with me and put me in seaweed. Hold on, I hear people coming. I'm gonna be the weird guy with a camera on his neck. Hold on. All right, got more seaweed. See the bend? That's what we like about ultralight. You feel like you're pulling in a fish, but you just got a piece of seaweed. Hello. I was 100% sure there was a fish on the last time I casted, but that happened before. So yeah, once again, I'm about to change this gulp minnow up. How you doing, Putra? Hi, Jaron Miller. We're fishing in the good old New Jersey. You know, Soprano land? I think if we fish here long enough, we're gonna pull up a body. Somebody sleeping with the fishes, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Jersey, like central Jersey. Twitch, Twitch. I'm about to change my gulp minnow up. That's exactly where I had the fish that's... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, buddy, no. Ah, man, I had a good one. That was a good bite. Okay, we'll come back for him. That was a good bite. Came off. All right, my gulp minnow has seen better days. So usually I'll catch... The gulp minnows, the people complain that they're brittle. And it's true, but if you can re-rig them, and you can usually catch like 5 fish in them. I usually wait till the fish completely takes it off the hook and I lose it. But they present well even when they're beat up. I still like gulp minnows because you'll buy worms and you're not going to go through all of them, and they'll just die in your fridge. And they're usually one bag of gulp minnows I fish a lot and will still last me like at least a week. Yeah, the seaweed, you're absolutely right. The twitch works. It definitely does work. I like that. Oh, there's a bass right there. Hold on. Let me see if we can get his attention. Nah, he's not interested. Oh yeah, so my gulp minnow is gone. Let me go get my... I don't know why I left my chest back over there. Sometimes it's worth it because if you do get a fish, no, you no longer have to worry about seaweed. Then you, or you do, right? Let me see what I got here. What about this guy? You guys want to try this guy? This guy has been to Amsterdam and he's ready to party. Look at him. He's all messed up. All right, let's try it. I have no hopes, but you never know. You never know. And we'll go back to gulp minnow. I don't think anything's gonna bite this. I mean, the fish has to be really like a little crazy. Look at this guy. Looks like a kid's toy. But I caught crappie in the spring all day on this. It's a crawdad by, it's made by, it's a trout slayer, but honestly, never caught a trout on it. But I caught a million crappie. You just put on the weighted bobber like this, and you just drag it across the water, and they hit it. I'm gonna grab my gulp minnow bag. Can probably fish for the next 10 minutes, so let's see. All right, let's try it. You never know. You never know. I'm gonna try this for like 2 casts. So I guess for crawdad, twitching is more, it's more like original, right? Oh, what was that? What's that, brother? Twitch, twitch, twitch. Let him fall, twitch. All right, we're in seaweed now. So yeah, you're right about that. Twitch, twitch, seaweed. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna cast it 2 more times where I think the fish might be. Me and my kid like fishing the spot. My kid used to be 2, and I once pulled out a huge eel out of there by accident. That's what started me on my eel fishing journey. I had a bunch of worms on the hook, and we forgot about the rod, so I went to pull it out, and the bobber was gone. After like 2 hours of not checking it, I started pulling it. I thought it was weeds. It was a giant eel. It was at least 3 feet long. He broke us off right here, and ever since then, I was on an eel fishing journey. What eels do when you catch them, they start twisting. And they basically, if you don't have a proper line on, they basically twist, they twist it so much that they'll rip the line off. All right, one more twitch with a crawdad, and we're gonna go back to Gulp Minnow and change the spot. All right, let's change the spot real quick. Can fish for probably 10 more minutes, maybe less. I think I've been saying that for about 10 minutes. All right, hold on, guys. All right, DCP, have fun. Go find a spot, man. Go into Raritan River. Go in, actually, Bedminster. There's a couple of good spots. But find a spot nobody knows about. That's how you catch fish, man. And don't tell anybody about it, even me. Have fun fishing out there. I love your videos. Let me throw a gulp minnow back on. We're probably going to get a couple of fish because this spot always produces. Here. So we're going to take this psychedelic crawdad off. Hold on. I'm going to put a gulp minnow on. The trusty old gulp minnow. When you use the accents, you get more fish. It is a proven theory, my friend. I'm just going to throw the crawdad into the minnow bag. I got no time. Ain't nobody got time for this. Here we go. So, we switched up the psychedelic crawdad to a good old American gulp minnow, and watch this. We cast it in. We wait. We still wait. We do the twitch, pick up the line. And we have fish. I told you. Wow, it's a good one too. It's a crappie. Oh, it's so shiny, you can see it. I tell you, these American gulp minnows catch you fish when you use accents. It's a nice little crappie. Them paper lips up here because they have very brittle lips. See, I called it. Pretty fish. They're very good eating and have really big eyes. You see how big the eye is compared to a bluegill? Their eyes are at least 2 times, I'd say 3 times bigger. Okay, come on, buddy. We're not gonna eat you, don't worry. I know. Stop. All right, guys, I'm gonna let him go because he's suffering. He's doesn't want to be around for the stream. But yeah, that was a nice crappie. Let's catch another one. My reel is 1,000 serious reel. How you doing, Grumpy Bass? No, we got this. Ain't my first fish though. This is probably what, my 4th fish. Okay, now We throw the good old trusty minnow back in. Let them drop. And fish. Ah, I had it. I felt it. We do the twitch, and we get fish again. How about that? Oh, he came off. That was a bluegill. We do the trusty old twitch, you see? Action time. Not the kind of twitch you stream, it's the kind of twitch you catch. Hold on. I'm watching the line tighten up. Twitch. That was pretty good. That was a couple of good bites. I don't know if that's a fish. Nah. All right, hold on. Let me get this guy out. That was pretty good. Couple of consecutive bites. I'm using a gulp minnow. No, I put him back in the water. Well, like I said, this weekend is my kid's birthday, so there's gonna be a ton of food at my house. I think everybody's making cakes. I put him back in the water so he's out there to catch again. You know, conservation nation, my friend. You don't have to eat every fish you catch. I catch so much fish I can probably feed my whole street, but that's why I choose to fish. Oh, that's a good one. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get him. I catching fish all day. You need fish, I catch it for you. Another. Oh, that's a good sized crappie, boy. Okay, he took me into the weeds, and everybody knows what that means. That means we're probably gonna lose him. We're gonna keep fighting. Oh my God! Please don't tell me you're gonna get off. Now Crappie has a nice afro on him, but we're still reeling him in. He's there. He's still there. That's the problem with fishing with a tiny rod. You see him? Come here, buddy. Okay. Who's getting upset with me putting the fish back? Ow. Well, he's right there. He ran away. So that's good. We released him. I think I was wearing my sunglasses though, because that hook came off and hit me right in the lens. Yeah, we have a pretty. Hey Tom, I've been catching fish. All right, guys, I really can't fish for more than 10 more minutes. So somebody time me and tell me when it's time to go. My wife's gonna kill me. We're fishing for crappie. All right, you guys want to fish? Ooh, hold on. I get you fish. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you see, it's easy. You come in fishing with orca, I have magic touch. Ooh, get him in. Please don't go on the freaking weeds, dude. I'm so tired of that. Okay, you catching fish with orca all day. That's a nice crappie. All right, we're gonna get him in. I'm not playing games, right? No, it's not a crappie. Oh, yeah, it is a crappie. All right, who thinks I can't put the fish back in the lake? Look, that's good eating fish. I'm about to break your heart. You going back in the lake. My fish, my rules. Beautiful fish, though. These are very good eating. And look, they have big eyes. Look at the fins on them. They're predatory. Beautiful eyes. Okay. Have a good weekend, buddy. Okay, you want another one? I've been live streaming for maybe like 20-30 minutes. All right, I need to get a couple of likes. Come on, guys. Is it time for me to beg for likes? I'm in a good mood today. It's my kid's birthday. He just turned 7. And I get to fish, and then I get to spend the rest of the day with my kid. It's nice. Okay, who wants fish? I tell you, you have to twitch. Twitch. Put you on fish. I'm not feeling this one, though. It's the same spot where I caught the other fish. Oh, we have fish. You see, I tell you, you have to twitch. I'm gonna stop the Russian accent in case it's getting annoying. But we keep reeling these crappie in, man. All right. I'm breaking people's hearts by putting them back in the water. See? All day. Look at this one. Good size. Good size. Pretty fish. These are good eating. We're not gonna stress you out, buddy. I don't wanna, hold on. We're not gonna stress you out, my friend. Relax. Okay. Go have a good day. Okay, come on. You gotta swim away, dude. I know you're fine. Hold on, let me get him. He's all stressed out. So yeah, I just consecutively caught fish non-stop for the past, say, 10, 15 minutes. Hold on. This fish is totally fine. It's just laying in the seaweed. Here, he's good now. All right, how about another one? You guys ready? Habibi, you're right. Listen, everything is better when fatter. Well, except girlfriend. When girlfriend get fatter, sometimes you have to reduce the badonkadonk, you know? Usually don't say this stuff, but today I'm in a really good mood. I don't know why. I'm usually pretty calm. My days of being a fireman are coming back to me with all the jokes. Okay, we do the twitch. Twitch off the bottom with a gulp minnow with a jig head. Twitch, twitch. No guarantees on fish, but you never know. Twitch, twitch, and then we slow reel it off the bottom. Do another twitch, let it drop. Twitch, twitch, let it drop. Raise it, drop it. Nah. All right, let's throw in a different spot. Thanks for the likes, guys. If you want to leave me a like, I appreciate it today. Today is a good fishing day. Yeah, I'm gonna. So my son, I can't take him fishing today, tomorrow, because all the family came over, and we're gonna be outside. But usually, me and my kids fish. Probably tomorrow morning we'll be fishing. That's actually how I got into making YouTube videos. I wanted to leave some memories of us fishing. Hold on. Okay, I don't think that's a fish, but you never know. No, that's seaweed. All right, but that was good. We caught a bunch of fish in a row. And like I said, when I first started fishing, I would keep a lot of fish. I think when you are new to fishing, you want to kind of keep your catch, and that's why I don't go hunting, because I don't want to really keep the deer. But when you first start fishing, you really want to like keep that fish, bring it home, and show your family that you're capable. But now, you know, I know that I can always come back here and catch a fish and eat it if I need to. I'm confident in that. And because of that, I choose to keep the fish for other fishermen. I leave the fish in there for other fishermen. And it's also pretty polluted during the summer because of algae, so it's all good, man. I can't throw something bigger out because that's the only rod I had in my car when I started streaming. See, I'm still in my freaking nice sneaks that I never take outside, but I dropped them off my kid for school, and I decided to run over here. I forgot I had these nice shoes on. Oh, we had a bite. Hold on. Yeah. So the crappie that was a really good crappie action we had, but now it kind of died off. I'm sorry, guys. I really need, let's see. Okay, I can fish for 4 more minutes. So let's see if we can catch a fish in the next 4 minutes. Anybody got any hopes? I also caught a bunch of bass here at this spot. Yeah, when I catch fish nonstop, I get excited. It's also good for the stream, so you don't have to sit there and wait for me to catch a fish. How about this? Let's go further down. I'm gonna let it drop. So it seems to be all the fish seems to be around the bottom today. Usually crappie bite off the top, but I mostly was expecting to get bluegills, but I just got like 4 or 5 crappie in a row here. So we do the old twitch. Wait. And when you do it, if you don't have a bob or anything, just wedge for the line. If the line tightens up for no reason, yep, that's a fish. But I think that's a bass. I don't think that's a crappie. We'll see. Hold on. Stay with, brothers. We're gonna pull him up. We'll see what it is. It might be a big bluegill. Hold on. God damn it. Dude, I'm picking up. What do you guys think it is? I think it's a juicy bluegill. He's quite thick. Oh yeah, big one. Girl, you thick. Hold on. This guy is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Look at this guy. Man. Okay. Yeah. This is just a public lake, and this guy is juicy. You see him? Not a small fish. Look at him. He has that. Whenever they start getting this hump over their head, that's how they know they're big. Hey, Jason Doherty. So yeah, we're gonna let this guy go. Look how pretty he is. Okay. So what I did is I caught this guy on a gulp minnow with a little jig head with a little underspin. And yeah, just dropped it to the bottom and twitched it off the bottom. Pretty fish. We're gonna let him go. Okay, I have one more cast in me before I have to run back and celebrate my kid's birthday. So let's see if we can produce something. This is the last cast. I appreciate the likes, guys. If you want to go fishing with me again, I'll probably live stream. I'm not sure if I'll live stream tomorrow, but in the upcoming week, I'll keep live streaming. I'm still new to this. All right, so we let it drop to the bottom, and then I just do the old twitch, twitch, twitch. I'll let it drop. Then we do the one twitch. Then we switch back to two twitches. And no, I think that's seaweed. So you will get seaweed doing this, right? All right, maybe that calls for another cast. But today we caught about what? At least 6, 7 fish. Probably more. I'm gonna say closer to 10. But definitely not a dozen. So we're just doing this twitch, twitch. I had a bite. All right, let's do one more. I feel like I'm addicted, right? It's like, it's the last command, please. That's what fishing will do to you. If anything, if I'm going to be addicted to anything, it's going to be fishing, and I'll be totally fine with it. Creates the best memories. All right, last cast, guys, for real. And then I have to go. I'm going to cast in a spot I didn't cast before. All right, let it drop to the ground. How you doing, newcomers? Can you guys help me get to 50 likes? We're at 48 now. I'm OCD like that. I'll take 50. I don't need any more. So we dropped it to the ground, twitched it, slow reeled it, raised it off the bottom a little bit. I think that's is that a fish? No, that's seaweed. No, that's a fish. Fish. Oh, big boy bluegill. Oh no, not a bluegill, my bad. I'm getting old. This is a crappie. All right, here you go. Can I get a like for this crappie, please? All right, I'm in rare form today. I'm happy. Look at this guy. Look at them pretty eyes. Look like Russian girl eyes. Pretty fish. All right, guys. Look how he sparkles under the sun. Such a pretty fish. Beautiful. Big tail. Yeah, it is a baby, but either way, I let him go. It's good to catch something. It's not that small. It does look small on the phone, but you can still eat them. We're not gonna eat you. We're gonna wish you have a good weekend. And same to you guys. Go out there fishing. Go outside. Get outside, guys. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Anybody can fish. If I can fish, you can fish. Have a good day. Thanks for the likes. And subscribe if you want to see more. Meowing Cat, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you in the stream. You slept till 4 p.m.? Nice. Well, try to get out there. Try to get out there, dude. Go out fishing. Take it easy, guys.